Morning Date. Welcome to another edition of Morning Date, a segment where I get to sit and chat with outstanding figures from all fields and all walks of life. And today I have the pleasure of sitting down with Abhishek Gupta, better known as Lucky from the show 비정상회담. Good morning to you, Lucky. Would you prefer that I call you Lucky or Abhishek or Mr. Gupta or Mr. Lucky Abhishek Gupta? Which it's up to you.
Anything which you can pronounce. Hi, Steve. I'm Lucky.
Steve's a lot easier, isn't it?
No, actually, you can call me Lucky. It's easier. You know, Abhishek Gupta, it's my real name. But in India, everybody has two nicknames. So
is that
Lucky,
right?
Lucky works. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, first of all, can you say good morning to our listening audience?
Good morning. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 인도에서 온 럭키라고 합니다. 잘생긴 형. EBS 모닝 스페셜 유명한 사람하고 잘생긴 사람만 온다는 소문 들어서 드디어 왔습니다. 반갑습니다.
Now, Nick, you're good friends with Nick.
Yeah, kind of.
Nick said that nobody calls you the nickname 잘생긴 Indo-Hyun.
That's
you call yourself.
That's Nick's propaganda. Everybody looks at me like, oh my God, 잘생긴 인도형. It's come on. Come on, Steve.
You're a beautiful human being.
Thank you.
Let's say good morning to your wife, who is a fan of the morning special.
Good morning, Sharon. How are you doing? This is Lucky saying hi to you. Have a good day at work. I'm with Steve Sunsingnim here, finally.
Why is she not here with you this morning?
Poor girl has to work in the office.
Oh, she should have taken the morning off of work and come
Next time.
hung out with us, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, next time for sure. Well, what a treat for us. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
morning.
calling me. I'm really pleasure to be here.
So today and in the past, you are so popular in Korea. How are you coping with the fame?
Honestly, I had never thought I'm popular. I'm telling what I feel. I'm sharing my experience. And I think it's a process. I'm just doing my job. And if it brings popularity, that's an advantage. But I don't think like I'm popular, honestly.
Well, I do, because look at the messages that are coming in off of our message boards.
That's so beautiful. That's so nice of people who are expecting.
Let's start with this one from Kochi Shironim from KakaoTalk. Lucky Chic!
She looks kind of terrified.
Kim Jong-hee-nim from KakaoTalk. Wow, Lucky, I'm a big fan of Lucky. Welcome
Thank you
here.
so much. Thank you so much.
To Morning Special. Come on to me, 님 from KakaoTalk. Lucky 씨 지난번 부동산에 대해 해박하신 거 보고 깜짝 놀랍고 경제 impeccable 하시다고 생각했어요. 대단해요.
바로 연습을 하시네. impeccable. 저도 오늘 배웠어요.
신공님 from KakaoTalk. 와우, 인도 형님이다.
잘생긴 형님이다.
어진희님 잘생긴 인도 형 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
I think you are very popular.
Oh, thank you.
I think we could just spend the rest of the show reading out the messages for you.
Let's do that. I won't mind that.
Yeah, right. So you've been in Korea now for
almost 20 years.
20 years.
I first came on 24th of March 1996, 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's been 20 years. It's been a long way. Yeah.
What did it feel like when you hit that 20-year anniversary this year?
I still feel I came yesterday, honestly.
Yeah.
Every day is, you learn something and you because it's not your motherland, obviously. You cannot say like in Korean they say like, in 10 years, 강산해도 편한다. Like everything changes after 10 years.
Sure.
It's been 2 decades. I still feel like I have to learn a lot.
Yeah. Korea is constantly changing. That's why it's always a fun place to live, right?
20 years back, and now I have seen lots of differences.
Yeah. What brought you in the first place, I wonder?
My father actually, he wanted both of his sons, me and my elder brother, to come to Korea and get education over here, because usually the trend in India is everybody goes to the Western countries.
Sure.
There are a lot of Indians in US and other Western countries.
Yeah.
So he thought maybe if we come towards this part of the world, we might have a better future. And he was right.
Yeah. Did your brother come too?
Yes.
Is your brother still here?
Yes, he's still here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you came together and you stayed together.
Yes, we have a similar business, but we do have different divisions. But yeah, we are together.
Now, what does your brother think about your fame?
He says, do your job, just make sure the business is not affected.
Okay. Business comes first, fame
Yes.
comes second, huh? Now, how about the Korean speaking ability, the language ability? Did you start studying right away? Did it come
Yes.
over time?
I straight away went to Seoul National University to the language school,
Mm-hmm.
and after learning the language, like a lot of people ask me, what's the trick of learning language?
Yeah.
I define it this way. Like a lot of people might define different ways. It's like going and working out in a gym.
Okay.
If you want to have a strong language, you have to work out like 5 times a week.
Okay.
If you want to have a good body, you know.
Yeah.
Some people just work out once a week and they still think, why I'm not very strong in my language.
Sure.
So it's how much effort you put in your language, it will show up.
Yeah. And I guess buying the language study books and not using them is the same as getting a gym membership and never going to the gym.
Exactly.
Right?
It won't help.
You
You have to be constantly working on it.
You're never going to see any improvement. Well, like I said, when I was introducing you, you are a TV celebrity, of course, but you're also a CEO. So we're going to listen to a song. And when we come back, Lucky's going to tell us about his business. Here's A.R. Rahman. This is from the OST from Slumdog Millionaire. It's Jai Ho.
Jaya ho.
He's a singer, too.
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो जय हो जय हो सच्ची मैंने जान गवाई है नच नच कोयलों पे रात बिताई है अखियों की नींद मैंने फूकों से उड़ा दी गिन गिन तारे मैंने उंगली जलाई है
आजा आजा जिंदे शामी आने के तले आजा सारी बातें नीले आसमान के तले शोपेगा गाने दे गाने दे मेलोडी Ahora conmigo tú baila para hoy por nuestro día te olvidas más problemas lo que sea salud baila baila
जय हो जय हो जय हो चख ले हो चख ले ये रात शहद है चख ले रख ले हाँ दिल है दिल आखिरी हद है रख ले काला काला काजल तेरा कोई काला जादू है ना काला काला काजल तेरा कोई काला जादू
Today in Morning Date, I'm chatting with Abhishek Gupta, otherwise known as Lucky, otherwise known as Char Senghi. Whatever.
Come on, Steve. Give some hope.
Give some love, huh? So let's talk about your business. You're a CEO.
Unfortunately, I'm a sajang nom.
I'm sure that's not what your employees say.
Well, I initially didn't come to do this business. Well, working, studying, and coming across people, making PR. Happened to start this business. So I'm trading commodities in Korea, basically importing chamke, sesame seeds.
Okay, cool. So how long has the company been around?
12 years.
It's been a long time then.
Yes, Korean. As long as Korean eats chamke and chamkiram, I'm here.
How has it been for you? Has it changed since the beginning? Well, let me ask you. In the beginning, was it very difficult as an expat to conduct business in Korea?
Well, there are definitely a lot of hassles, when you're trying to create a new company limited here, obviously, being Indian, there are a lot of rules and regulations, but I think it's everywhere in the world. I think Korea, compared to India, is still a very easy place to start your business.
There's an upcoming, speaking of India, I think it's a country that the world is fascinated with.
Absolutely.
And there's so much great food and culture that comes out of there. There's Bollywood, but yet it's a country that is surrounded by mystery, it seems, as well. There's an upcoming festival, is there not?
Yes, there is an Indian film festival starting this 30th in Sangam-dong. So it's been organized by the Indian Embassy, and I'm looking forward for it. They have some great movies in that exhibition.
That's really cool. So what would you say is the biggest difference, maybe for our listeners who are not familiar with Bollywood films? What's the biggest difference between a Bollywood blockbuster and a Hollywood blockbuster?
Well, to start with, Indian movies, you can also call it masala movies. Like masalas are the flavors and the spices used to make Indian cuisine.
Yeah.
So a Bollywood movie is a typical masala movie. There will be action, there will be drama, there will be comedy, there will be everything, musical, dance. So usually an Indian moviegoer, when he goes to a movie, he wants to experience everything which is missing in his daily life.
Okay.
So it's that kind of in Korean, there is a term called teri manjok.
Okay.
So Indian movies are basically teri manjok for all of us.
I see. And they're known to be quite long, aren't they?
3 hours. We have a 10 minutes break in between.
So, in every movie?
Well, the typical Bollywood masala movie will be 3 hours, but now, the young generation, they focus more on content than the song. So the new generation, the new parallel cinema is 2 hours, less songs, more on content.
It's quite common, I think, for young people in Korea to aspire to be perhaps a singer or an actor or something like that. How about in India? Is that a common aspiration for young people to want to appear in a Bollywood film or
If you
something
want to
like
compare with Korea, I think the biggest dream a teenager has here is become a kasu, a singer. In India, is to be in Bollywood.
Oh, yeah?
So Bombay, the city of Bollywood, is city of dreams because people go there and they want to be in Bollywood movies. That's their dream.
So Bombay is the LA of India, kind of.
Absolutely.
The city where everybody goes
Yes.
when they want to become a
Yes.
star. That's really cool. Yeah. People are people, right? It doesn't matter where you are in the world.
And there are great stories like one of the very famous Bollywood actors, Shah Rukh Khan. He's very popular in Korea as well. He came from Delhi, took a train, had nothing in his hand, and now he's the top star, top paid actor in Bollywood. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of inspiration, a lot of stories like that.
Very nice. So, what about your acting here in Korea? You're on the TV show, you're known very well for that. Have you ever thought about moving into the acting world yourself?
Surprisingly, in 2001, 2002, I was doing a very big Korean drama called Yain Shide. The Era of Gangsters. It was
Okay.
on the real life story of Kim Do-won, the Korean Al Capone. And I was an American military general chasing his life.
You were an American military general.
Yes, I was a Korean military general speaking Korean in a Korean drama.
Can we hear a little bit of your character?
Kim Do-won, 너를 잡고 말겠다. Let's go!
That's good.
어색하네.
I want to watch the drama now.
It had over 50% viewership. It was still
Yeah.
It still has, after 12 so many years, still has a rerun on some of those channels.
Is that right? Wow, so popular, huh? By the way, the festival that you mentioned opens tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yes.
And it's going on until next Friday. So there's plenty of time to go to Sangam and check out a Bollywood film. It's at the Hanguk Yeongsang Charyeowon in Mapo.
Yes.
Very cool. Talking about India, a lot of our listeners don't have a lot of opportunity to learn about the country. I mentioned that already. How would you promote the country in one sentence, if you could, maybe?
Like for us Indians, when we're kids in our school education, India was defined incredible India because there are so many vast languages, cultures, and minjok. So in one, unity and diversity. You cannot define India in one. It's a most difficult thing to say.
right.
You have to experience, but do that.
We have a segment called Around the World where we learn about different countries, and we would love it Do you think that you could teach us about India? Join us on the show maybe a couple of
Well,
times?
I'll be honored, to tell about my own country and share that experience. I'll be honored to do that.
Absolutely fantastic. All right. Well, Abhishek...
We have to negotiate, though.
Yeah, you talked to Paul about that. Abhishek Gupta, thank you so much for coming to Morning Special today. We'll see you soon because you'll be joining us on Around
Thank
the
you
World.
very much, Steve. Pleasure being with you.
Lucky, it was great to chat with you this
Thank
morning.
you very much. 안녕히 가세요.